Hey, where's everybody going?
Your neighbor's house.
What for?
Because that house matters.
My house matters. Everybody's house matters.
We know your house matters, mister, but that house is on fire.
To some, this Black Lives Matter analogy will seem like an over-exaggeration. To others, it's right on point. Either way, I hope by the end of this short animation, the result will be, at the least, a better understanding. There are already many videos addressing the weight of racial profiling, unfair real estate practices, job discrimination, healthcare discrimination. Thankfully, many from all ethnicities are becoming aware that racism isn't a myth, and some are even helping to make real change. I'll chip away at just one of these blocks. An issue of concern has always been the funneling of illegal drugs, primarily heroin and cocaine. For many decades, the cartels, high-level dealers, and drug lords, not wanting to distribute to their own communities, routed the majority of these drugs to the black communities, because to them, black lives didn't matter. Organizations from within the black community would rise up to educate the people and try to slow the constant influx of drugs, but for the most part, the damage was done. And as the financial resources were completely mined out from these communities, the drug cartels began seeking new territory. But the devastation of this fallout would last for generations. The downfall begins with these drugs, which lead to addiction. Addiction leading to poverty. And when poverty and addiction are joined, the usual result leads to crime. And of course, crime will bring the police, who will then start making arrests. Thus, we see the correctional facilities filled with predominantly black men due to drug-related issues. This also causes additional problems by leaving many homes without a father figure. But as police dispatch transmit directions, news reporter scanners are also triggered. They promptly arrive at the scene and record the events that unfortunately helped shape the perception of non-black America against all black people. Eventually, when they're released, in looking for gainful employment for a fresh start, they're often met with that pesky little question on the job application form. It's that same question they'll find on application forms when applying for student loans, business licenses, food stamps, apartment rentals, life insurance, and more. With these obstacles stacked against them, they find it very difficult to overcome poverty. Even after they've served their full sentence, they've lost the right to vote, serve on a jury, or travel to international destinations. Many wind up finding themselves back in the prison system or that same addiction cycle, and some, out of despair, commit suicide. One final thought: empathy. It's not just putting yourself in the shoes of someone who's hurting. It's putting someone you love in that person's shoes. Your son, your husband, your father, your daughter, your wife, your mother, your family, whoever you care deeply for. These lives matter to you, maybe even enough to help in any way that you could. At the beginning of this video, I said that my desire was to bring at the very least an understanding of just one of the reasons why we say Black Lives Matter. If I was successful, please help me by sharing this video. Black Lives Matter was never meant to be a statement of division. It was meant to be a statement of inclusion.